But you talk about the riots. There's this decolonisation movement in the States. So over Thanksgiving, the last few days, over the Thanksgiving holiday, you saw statues being torn down again, in 4 different cities. There we go, vandalised. You know, you would have thought, as Rita says, Biden won, you would have thought they'd have calmed down, but no, here we go. More destruction and vandalism of statues over Thanksgiving. Why? This is the decolonisation land back movement. Now, remember, what's important to remember about this is what happens in America always gets exported to Australia a couple of years down the track. This whole movement, the land back movement, Rita and James, is all about saying that Indigenous, i.e. Indian Americans, they own the land, and everybody else doesn't belong there. Off you go, out of here.
It's very nice to the African American community. I mean,
absolutely.
I can see all
there are plenty who would not be
exactly. A few issues,
and what about all that idea of letting everybody into the states that they're so keen on? You know, it's just absurd. But they are violent and they are extremist, and they've gone straight on the attack.
Isn't it funny though? You know, you've got Thanksgiving, which is this beautiful, joyous holiday which everybody can celebrate because it's just about gratitude and coming together. The next day, you've got this fiercely capitalist, just hellacious thing of Black Friday, and yet what does the left protest? They protest the nice thing. They don't protest the big capitalist frenzy the next day. That's kind of telling you something.
No, don't worry. Thanksgiving, I think, it's just the start. They're gonna come for it all. They're gonna come for it all.
You know, I saw YouTube now was celebrating something called Unthanksgiving. So, like, all the big corporate tech companies, they're all pushing this idea Thanksgiving is illegitimate because what it comes down to, the idea is America is illegitimate, and here Australia is illegitimate. That's what we're fighting against.
That's what it's
I just think Thanksgiving is, of all the holidays, the most not only inclusive but most joyous and healthy, because it's really wonderful to take a moment and be grateful and to give thanks for all the things that are good in your life. I think it's a really healthy thing everyone should do. So to come after that and to have an unthanksgiving, I mean, it is just perverse.
No, it's not. If you're a bitter lefty, you know, the idea that you're going to be, you say, oh gosh, I'm so thankful I've had this wonderful year, even despite everything that's happened. No, you're angry and you want to burn something down, you know.
Well, it's interesting as well, the decolonise movement. I mean, I mentioned it comes here, it's already here. The barefoot circle, the cricketers, the Indian and the Australian cricket teams on Friday, and they say they'll be doing it before each match, stand around barefoot in a kind of, as I described it the other day, an underarm bowling version of taking the knee. It's instead of taking the knee, they're standing around to pay their respects to Indigenous Australians and to combat racism. So it's all about combating racism.
What does that do?
Because being barefoot puts it's the latest thing. It's patronising to Indigenous Australians. It's saying if you go barefoot, you're representative of Indigenous Australians. So it's wacko lefty stuff.
It actually sounds a little bit racist to me.
It is racist. Of course, it's racist. That's the point, and they don't realise it. And they're doing
Indigenous doctors and lawyers and MPs and
stethoscopes would be a better move.
Why are they being portrayed as barefoot on grass?
This is what is happening, and this is the point. The imagery behind it and the idea is that we are here illegitimately, and that must change. That is the whole idea.
I would love to know how this has been sold to the Indian team. I really would. I would just love
the Indian caste system. Sorry, Indian. If anyone in India is watching, the Indian caste system is a fairly racist system. That's all I'll say.